sweating. What is the beef? Hello everyone, it's Lily in the shade, excuse me. There we go. Okay. Good evening, I'm back. I listen to Taylor, it's fascinating. No opinions. It's entertainment. It's fun. It may be some insight on some reality stuff. I don't have it around right here. I know what I've been through, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful for my existence, guys. I'm grateful for all that I've been through. It's taught me a lot. Oh, God, I'm grateful for life, health, and strength. I give God the glory, honor, and praise. I'm excited about my future. I don't know what it holds, but it sounds fascinating from what I can see. Now, I have to say, I'm not very big on politics for the simple fact I see that people, period, are flawed. I mean, we are human, and we all have our own individual opinions about things, but politics is one of those things that is very touchy, and me being close to the ground, what did they say? Hold on now. See, I'm getting distracted. Okay, let's not look at this. It can be very, and I'm very, I won't say immature, but against, being expressive. I don't have an opinion about politics. I think that God created us all to help our future generations. Not for our own selfish needs or to build our name, but His. And then He'll build ours in exchange of some merit. Maybe to be in the book of life. The next Bible, who knows? There are different versions, and who knows? These may be the Guinness Books of World Records. You don't know. For people that achieved great things, did not the Bible speak of people that achieved things, whether it was good or bad? I don't try and figure it out, but I do get ideas sometimes that tell me maybe you should say that. And it's just my own personal thoughts. And I have a lot of questions of why and how can we break this down and what about this and what about that? But I'm grateful for whatever, and I don't have strong opinions except what's right. I think it's not that popular, but I am interested. I am interested in the truth. Do I have to also say this? It's amazing to me how, and I get it, I'm a parent, but when you've lived your life to the past the fullest, like your cup runneth over, and your children, which are adults, now decide that they want to make their own decisions about their life, their path, the people that they love and all that. I get it. You don't want your lineage or your line to go to hell. Okay. Or the other scenario, you're just selfish. No one picked your mate for you, right? At least your child did not. So, for what reason do you feel the need to tell them who to like and not like? Why not respect their wishes and just bless them? Would that be so hard? I'm just not sure why mothers are so attached to their sons. God, you have to wait till a mother dies to have peace with almost the man God created for you. Did I say that? I'm sure that's what a lot of women are thinking. Why did this lady give me such a hard time while she was here? And I have to find peace now that she's gone. And it's sad because I really, really loved her. I feel like I could learn from her. And I don't know anyone that's passed that I can be referencing, but I've seen a lot of women, pastors' wives, God, famous people, their mothers are overly involved, crossing boundaries, causing these men conflict in some cases over the choice of who they choose to love. I don't understand. I mean, listen, if there's a football player and he finds a husband, which I haven't seen yet, and he comes out and he's doing all his little stuff with his husband, why would I have an opinion about it? Again, that's a personal preference. I mean, I don't have much to say. I'll do my prayers, and it's not to curse it or anything. It's not us to guide this person exactly to where they need to be. You know? What else you got to do? I just don't understand. So, politics to me, it says here, politics is the set of activities that are associated with making decisions in groups or other forms of power relations among individuals, such as the distribution of resources or status. That's way too much for a person or group. Sounds like, yeah, they messed up my prescription. Jesus. Yeah. The branch of social science that studies politics and government is referred to as political science. It may be used positively in the context of a political solution, which is compromising and nonviolent. It may be used positively in the context of a political solution, which is compromising and nonviolent, or descriptively as the art or science of government. But it also often carries a negative connotation. The concept has been defined in various ways, and different approaches have fundamentally differing views on whether it should be used extensively or in a limited way, empirically, or normatively, like an empire or a normal, or on rather conflict or cooperation is essential to it. Now, this is a variety of methods are deployed in politics, which include promoting one's own political views among people, negotiation with other political subjects, making laws, and exercising internal and external force, including warfare against adversaries. Now, there comes a time in life where maybe you need to delve into something that you've not done before, like politics. I don't talk a lot about it because, like I said, I live my life, and it pretty much says what I believe, which is I think everybody should have equal opportunity to succeed, and it shouldn't be a basis of, hey, take the paper on the floor and make something work. I think, and I know they have all these grants and things. I don't know. And you have websites where people actually give money that are using billions of dollars for 6 people in their family. I don't get that. But that's their business, right? And I'm still trying to see why we have a deficit of a couple $1 trillion when we could print paper. So, I study politics. I say a lot of foolishness. And I'm not voicing it. I don't understand the sides because Jesus, oh God. Growing up, there were Democrats in office a few times, and I don't know, maybe politics shows conflict to me. It just does. I don't know. It just shows conflict to me. It's a lot of conflict. So, one way I feel that, from what I can see, I don't know. I don't know why it comes along. Anyway, one side seems to it just doesn't make sense to me that only two sides can express views to represent another group. Seems like a game. And I'm sorry that there's that option of just two teams. I mean, I know you hear the liberals, I think, and the green, and the white, and the left, and the blue. I don't know. But it seems like a cool game, sort of. Because the people have already made these decisions, these lawmakers, these people that own these states, that feel they own the states when God owns it. They've already made their decisions for their individual states. So to have us sit here and play this political clown circus game every couple of years and make these votes where you've already said it, so whoever's going to get it's going to get it, however they got it, or however they represent it. Whatever misrepresentation or misleading information they provide throughout their candidacy or their office time. You just sit and look at the fact that your life didn't change at all. It was just a loss change. And in some cases, people will blame it on that group or that family or that person for their failures. But there's still homeless people. There's still quote unquote not enough homes. They keep giving budget money to the HUD and the Section 8 programs, but there's still billions of people that sit on this list till they're 65, and it looks like I'll be one of those. Most of the people that I speak to, if they're not a prostitute, a hooker, a drug user or something, whoever sits in these offices here in Chicago or Illinois, absolutely is not giving you your time. I don't know if someone else is using it, and when they die or bump off or leave the state, they leave yours and they go somewhere else. I don't know. But it seems like someone else is using your stuff. How do you report that? How do you get that change to come in? Or if there's a lottery and your name comes out and you throw it back in there because someone else is using it and you never find out. Because the lady's a convict and prostitute, she's messed up all of her resources. So everyone that works in every industry in your city and state helps these girls to use your stuff. And it's supposed to be silent except you kind of find out. Then they kill you and that person continues to use your stuff. And who do you tell that to? The reason why you don't have homes or housing. And someone keeps cutting off your card. And you report it, and they say, oh, we're looking into it. Just like the food budget money, a bank account. Someone hacks it and gets your stuff cut off, and they go and renew and reorder your cards and things for themselves. At the address that your mail goes to, you've been reporting that your mail is missing. No one answers the phone, or they hang up on you when you call, as if they're expecting you to call and look for your mail. At a big call center, and then you can't call back. And then you're so distracted with so many things that you don't call back. Because it's like it was hard for you to get through those prompts. Press A if, oh, by the way, mail may be affected by, and the weather. So give it a couple of days. And by the way, we have some stamps on sale. And you can, what? What prompt was it again? Please say yes or no. To what? Oh God, it's crazy. So whatever's going on, you haven't seen your mail because whoever's trying to be you and steal it has it. And they just want you dead. So that's why you're getting beat up. And who do you tell? The politicians? So you wonder why you don't have money to stay. You wonder why your bank account is low all the time. You work hard. You wonder why people smell bad and look bad. Someone absolutely keeps flaking my deodorant, toothbrushes. I'll see it, and then for a few days it'll be gone, and you know you can't get to the dollar store. You try to buy 2 or 3, but someone's literally going through all your things, minimizing you down to half of something. And what do you do? Put a camera up there, you good. And then you try and create items that are all in your social medias and keep calling Facebook to ask them, how is it that I don't have control of my payouts? Like, someone blocked it all off. Like, no. And so you're trying to see if there are any strikes on your page or something, and it's like, you just don't have access. You're not the owner. What? So now you gotta send them a message for the umpteenth time. You've been all on Mark Zuckerberg's at Facebook security, just go here, go there, round in a circle, go and go. Like, these people are hired to just tell me, no, go in that rodeo circle. Just go in a circle, don't worry about it. We're going to keep directing them in a circle. We're never going to have to resolve anything. Yeah, they've written me several times and it's the same thing. So, a variety of methods are deployed in politics, which include promoting one's own political views among people, blah, 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 blah. So, if people are homeless, if people can steal your money and darn near your entire life, and kill you out the way and harass you and your children, and no one helps you and everybody's sitting and they know what's going on, money, no money. And everybody's paid off to shut up and just watch you be massacred on video so they'll have something to report. But we don't know if it's Democratic or Republican because the Democrats are the ones that are chasing you with their cars on foot. There's someone right now listening around the city. I'm trying to get my attention. Let's see if you can hear it. And then you have a program saying, you guys don't work hard. When I do. I just saw some professor. I'm not focusing. So every night I have a nut job that hisses around this building. Any building I go to since November of 2 years ago. 2 years ago. 2-3 years ago. Every building I go to, there's someone that sounded like a snake, or just listen. Because I'm supposed to be scared there are snakes around. I like to think of it as grab it when it's coming at you and throw it out there. Or put its tail in the window, slam it down, and toss the rest. Listen. Or grab it by his head, grab your knife, cut it and toss it. I don't know. Or have something where you can beat it and hit it. So if you grab it, you can put it down and stump it or beat it. So there's enough. Toss it out. I guess we have to prepare to get it. Go. And that's probably sponsored by someone with a lot of money. This ain't corporation. So who do you vote for? Then all these social media is telling you started. And people are just watching. They're not just having. In fact, they seem like they've actually shot it off. So that it don't look better. Making sure my phones, internet, my computer, and I'm already good. Same junk, different day. It's amazing. They've paid people to just walk out when I walk out. Come in when I come in. I don't know. No peace. So however it goes. So I see changing my life. I don't see it out. I flash back to Lyndon Johnson and Mayor Daley, the Bushes, the Clintons, the Obamas, that may have made some type of differences, but I mean, life was okay. But most recently, once again, people have all of this money and they're funding these things like the purge, but they can't get housing. And some of them are in sectors of the government that hold legal power to do things. And they're not voting is fair. I do vote, but I haven't recently. People seem to be upset, but when I'm going to I must be Republican. I'm not sure that's what so politics to me. Hi. Why are you? Okay. She's coming. He's coming. She's calling. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. You tired? Ready to go to sleep? Are you tired? Huh? Yes, washing. Are you tired? Are you tired? Are you tired? Go lay down if you're tired. Okay. Don't wait for them to holler at you until you lay down. Just lay down. So I'm not sure what issues these people have, but they won't be alive long enough to figure it out, I don't think. You know, and I think that's sad. Again, when people are sitting around taking light at actions they've put on someone else and thinking it's funny, like children. Like they said, these people are very childish. They're not very mature. And they find humor in harming others. And it could very well be people that work in different sectors. Putting things out like the purge with like sacrifices. And I'll say again, things that you want. The Bible clearly tells you that you should present your body a living sacrifice. But again, people don't even believe in God, so they're doing all this damnable stuff to get their possessions. they're using witchcraft and voodoo. Huh. I have revelation. Give it to myself. So my point is, it would be fascinating to jump into the arena of politics as a president. You would have to learn what you don't know, and I'm sure there's someone that can give you a crash course. What I would do is ask various people what represents each party, how you define it, and maybe I'll do a listening tour from both sides and just listen, because I'm voting for humanity. We've had enough of this horse around, playground game of the battle between one or two. I don't want to pick either. I'm rooting for humanity. There's so many people suffering. There's so many people that resolve the issue, and they're like, well, no one deserves it. Yeah, because we're selfish. Of course not. So, as a potential president or politician, Jesus. Yeah, I would do a listening tour. I would listen to different people from different aspects, such as a rich Democrat, a couple of them, versus poor Democrats, the people that struggle and have issues that they have concerns about, because we all have concerns and issues. And then I would address the rich Democrats, the rich Republicans, and then the poor Republicans, and see how am persuaded to think, not that I want them to convince me, I want to know why they think the way they think. Loyalty to a group is great, but I think sometimes you really need to have your own thoughts and think about it, and maybe that'll lead you to not even voting at some point, because you understand it's pretty much going to go the way it's going to go. And you can vote, but if you're looking at both sides and you're listening with an open ear, you may not want to vote for anybody. You know, God is going to take care of you anyway. But if you were to run, you definitely want to be fair and not typical. You know, because we have enough chaos out here trying to make it. Again, being injured and everything, and no one cares. It wouldn't even take $15,000 to do this. I can get 15 cents. Amazing. And then there's people just talking, and they're getting rent money. Then I know how to talk. I don't get a penny from any of these social medias. I'm telling you, somebody shut all that down. All of it. And now I'm injured and I don't have a car. Some of it. And they got me ran out of my apartment and my kids are gone. And it's like, there is no income, and I believe someone is targeting me because I have Jesus as my source. And they're like, oh, really? Let's take all their stuff and see how that works. Somebody need to straighten that up. But this guy showed me this, oh, my nose is dry. He showed me this thing that the rich people use. Yeah, what do you call it? I can look it up or not. But he said that there's some people out here that did sacrifices. And I was like, what? I was like, what? like, yeah. And he showed me the calendar. And I was like, what? The tool that they use. I mean, I don't get it all together, but yeah, it goes by your birthday, your name in some cases. I don't know. But yeah, they speak for real. They for real now. And I believe my name or something came up under the sacrifice. Now, part of it says that it's destined to actually this chart and this what do you call it? Anyway, you plug in information and it calculates whatever. If you put your name in, your first, middle, last, it somehow calculates a number from that, and it'll tell you based on that number if you are up for sacrifice and the name was there somewhere. Not that I'll see the name, but the number that the name represented said that during this time of year or something, you will be on the list of sacrifices. Or, yeah, open season chat. And I was like, what? And as you know, sometimes with people that are bored and psychologically damaged or ruined, they may have a purge moment. And it's during a certain time of year or a certain time in your life or a certain time of the sundial calendar, something. And they literally come out to look for you, to sacrifice you for whatever's nuts. But again, God's provided all this stuff these people are seeking. They rather take a whole life and play games and hope you die and pay your family and friends to do it. I think it's funny because you're supposed to go crazy and kill yourself, and then they take whatever you have, or that you're supposed to get. Now, somewhere along the way, I hear those numbers. It's not impossible. There's some very questionable things that could be absolutely true that took place to bring me to life, such as celebrities hanging out when they were younger with regular folk out on the farm, in the farmhouse, whatever, having a party with some other young people. Race is not a factor at this time. And they get weed even back then in the 70s. Or 80s. And somehow, so if I was born in the 80s or later 70s, which I don't believe, I could very well be in my 30s or mid 40s, which means I'm younger than that. And which means that's why I look young, which is probably why someone's trying to make me look older now. They are tearing my little tail up so that I look grown. Like now I'm in a bit of pain, it hurts, it sits. That's why I keep pulling this way a little bit. Plus I'm itching and this finger is bothering me. And normally there's always a machine on every absolute piece of furniture that I sit or lay on. That's everything. So once it starts going, all that electricity goes through me, I can feel pain in my hip. And so you'll see me doing this. Someone is nuts. Nuts. But I hear God's about to help them find out because they're childish. And they were rooting for whatever this is. And again, I don't know what the story is here. I just know what I've experienced. And it kind of matches the backdrop of my life. And I understand there's sectors of the psych ward group out here now that feel like, okay, so since I can't get justice through the system, I'm going to find an agency that, and I actually started to open a business where you can literally hire people to tell people what you think. Like if you want to say something, they would deliver that message, however. But it's illegal. So it seems like some psych ward patient went out and either stole some money and started a business that got a contract from the government, possibly, to carry out vengeance against people that have, quote unquote, by rumor and popular demand, offended society, such as touching children. And this team was supposed to, maybe for 2 years, because they're stupid, attack an individual every 1 year. And if there was somebody attached, instead of giving the person the money, which is what a lawyer, a brain field lawyer would do, is just give them their stuff. Hey, I need to meet up with you, I have some documents that are coming to you, blah, blah, blah. No, this lawyer takes it, holds it, gives it to someone else, and their family maybe, and they play with it, and the older person just holds it and has fun with it, and just feels, this is a security blanket. It's not yours to have. But the lawyer gave it to you, right? So, it's going to be your child. And you guys decide she doesn't need it. In fact, they said we need to give it to her. Sugar. Well, why would we give her a poverty test? 2 years. Okay, she goes through that. Now you clowns are harassing and injuring me. I didn't think I knew who you were. So, politics. And this is all about politics. Because there were people banking on this money which may be covered. So give back to the credit. If I were to run for president, if someone wants to fund me, I would be open. But I'm not sure how I would run because I wouldn't know the title. I would present what my thoughts and ideas were, how I wanted it to be. And I know you're going to have those silly people that sits on those seats like a leech. And they're going to be stubborn based on their own ways and maybe not let you do a lot of things to make change. But may the God of justice, if I'm ever there, bring justice to the people that need it most. And it doesn't matter the government, the people. God is big enough to help us solve our problems. If there's someone that's so itchy, so bad and all that, God has a way to deal with that person. I'm not sure why humans, I guess because of their unbelief, feel the need to be so astronomical and harm others. It's hard for me to stand and walk, but I refuse to sit. It is absolutely difficult. And that's why I sit a lot now, because like when I stand up, it takes so much effort between my back and my knees. Just to stand, but I won't stand. So ask me, do I care about who the frick serves on my political group? I just want to know that someone is going to look out for me in a time of need like this. You want to speak through your vote But it seems like when you need something, no one's listening. I've spoken about this for a couple of years now. And I promise you not one person reached out and said, hey, are you okay? I'm sorry to hear that happened. And that's okay because God saw the whole thing. And I trust that He will bring justice. I don't care which way He brings it. As long as these nut jobs make money. They explode in my face. I slip my teeth, my hair. Tried to touch every part of my life and ruin it. And I still don't know why. I can imagine a lot. But what I'm gonna do is dress up the children that laugh at me and think it's funny. I'm hearing they're gonna experience the same thing very shortly. It's gonna flip. And I wouldn't wish what happened to me on my worst enemy because I don't think these little shaking heads and crackheads are strong enough to deal with what they got. They're not going to be able to do what I do. And I keep saying people always want to test me and try me and do this and that. They won't last 30 seconds. I know that. They don't have the energy I have. But what I can say is, I'm still thinking about this if I would have run for president. I know I would do housing. I've thought of an e-community. I mean, there's some good people that are working really hard to stay above the water. No one cares. I think an e-community will help. That's where you don't have utilities or utilities. You don't have it. And the rent should be more affordable. This is ridiculous. It doesn't take that much to live in an apartment, 1900 or studio. Where's the goal? I don't know. It should be effective, affordable, safe, and efficient apartments. And I'm thinking of apartments that are stacked. It should be a community, but I don't think people should be living on top of each other. People need their privacy, and people are crazy. So basically, I think if I were to run, I don't have my own personal agenda. I would not want to be a landlord. I will probably let their rent serve as their mortgage. Yeah. And we know that things happen with jobs, but I'm thinking in this e-community, they will be working to keep that state that I create, or that territory that I create, to be more like, that's irritating. To be more like a community that they're invested in. So if they're not paying, say they're paid between $26,000 and just say $35,000. Whatever the difference would be, just say like now some people are making $100,000, $75,000. It probably would not go over that 35 because the community won't have utilities. So where they would have made that 75 or 100,000, I think that will go back into the city automatically for the utilities or whatever, the maintenance. So we should always be covered. Taxes, probably not. Their cars, that's on them. I mean, it's just our community, our group, so I don't think we'll need stickers and things. We would need to identify the cars and the owners and all that for keeping that confusion. but it shouldn't be as complicated. I think it's going to be something like, I won't say Mayberry, but something very simple. Our correction department will be nothing like this savage place of animals, people with mental problems that no one understands or cares about, people that had real legitimate problems and they panicked and habitually did heinous things to make it when if they were provided for and corrected properly. I do believe again that the justice system should be more like real correction. If someone sins and it is committed as a crime, they should learn what the correction is, which is pretty much do the right thing, which is and the Bible, and just do some simple basic conversation. Kind of like the parole board, they're there to see how you have recovered or learned your lesson. It's not to now again, I don't know what they do. I don't do that, but I'm thinking whenever people have those parole reviews or hearings or something within the thing where they have the big data come in, it should be a conversation simple, such as, okay, so we don't have to state your crime, but we do recall that you were sentenced to 3 years for stealing a loaf of bread. And we get it, you were hungry, you said you didn't have any money, and you took the bread, but our concern is that when you were asked after holding it, you said it wasn't theft. You paid for it before you left, and you were walking it after paying. You have a receipt, but on camera it clearly shows you picking it up and walking on by. So after 2.5 years, or after a year and a half, you have this review. Tell us about yourself, or why should we let you go? All they're looking for is the sincerity of your heart, and not to fake it. Again, people know. I know people are manipulative, but there is a thing called repentance, and that's when you notice that you have sincerely done something wrong. You know why you did it, but you feel like maybe, you've actually realized that if you just maybe, people can hear you. Look, there's people here. Look. You want to see? Hold on. Right there. See this? There's people right there. Okay. Take her basket. You got her basket too. Go ahead, baby. Yeah, the basket.
I'm not green basketball.
Okay. And so, yeah, it comes to where you might want to just kind of check yourself and search your heart and ask God to show you where maybe you were wrong and maybe you did kind of justify why you did it. And everybody understands, but there were other ways to handle it. You could have easily taken an item up to the front and said, I'm hungry, I don't have the money. Is there a way that maybe you can help me? I do that all the time. Not like saying I'm hungry. Can you give that to me? And then go get your mom. Your mom wants you. Give me. Yes. Thank you. You want one? 30 cents. Bye-bye. Now you're going to be back to stealing, aren't you? Let me give you some. Well, I'm good, right? I see you getting excited. I'm back to stealing. So, Mama call you. You gotta actually can you get those. Mama fired you. See you later, okay? I didn't see that. Alright. So, being president, yeah, I would want to search my heart. Because politics are weird. Again, people kill people in politics. I've heard some crazy stuff, and that's my thing. Stuff people get into because of politics, the death, the threats, the games. I heard it's religion, politics, money, and sports. And that's sad. Because if this is a place where you have a right to pursue happiness, and I'm not sure how any of that hurts anybody except someone that always sets their boundaries. That's crazy. You have a right to believe what you want to believe. And if you want to hurt somebody, yes, that's crazy. You should not want to pursue people. And I'm thinking, this is what's going on in this political arena. There's people that's join a group or certain groups. Okay, thank you. And it's like, it's like, I'm gonna look. And one group wants to kill the other group, and the other group wants to kill the other group. And no one's got an invite to call human. We all want respect, honor, admiration, not admiration. Care, protection for our family, and whatever else. And I'm not sure why anyone wants to deny anyone with the excuse of work hard for it. What?
Bigger warning.
So, whether you're Republican, a greenest, a bluest, a reddest, the Democrat, if you want to hurt someone, you're not going for office. You're not going for office.
Mama hurt
I mean, yes, there's times of war. There's times where. Can we talk at the same time? No. That's confusing. Okay. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? If I'm talking here, right here, you want to see it? See me? There's people listening. There's people that might come in and say hi while I'm talking. So if I'm talking to them and you're talking to me, yeah. They're for you. All of them. Eat. You want to go to sleep after this? Yeah. Are you hungry? Well, that's why you're doing this. It's you. Mm-hmm. You ate.
It's not warming.
you gonna be back here clipping that little dry? I love kids most of the time. I'll be back there. Two more floors. And they go, I'm happy. So, as a president, I wouldn't even cancel because I want to make sure everybody's needs are met. Not just my agenda or the group I'm on, but everybody. We're all human. And I just don't understand how people can disregard others based on race, gender, and money and status. We're not children. Did they give you candy? Yeah, you got some. Did you get some? No? Okay. So, yes, so you were supposed to go over there and talk to your mom, but you're back here. Now, I don't mind, but they keep calling you to come on back to them, right? Because they want you to go sleep. You taking your hair? Mommy got your hair? Mommy's doing your hair? Huh?
Look at mommy.
Mommy's doing your hair? Is mommy doing your hair? Listen, is mommy doing your hair? Okay. Listen, baby, look at me. Look at me. Shush. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So your mom's looking for you, baby. Okay. Says my internet connection is goofy. So we're gonna have to figure. Listen, man. Alcohol? You want alcohol on there? Okay. All right. Look, okay. All right. Let's go. See you later, okay? Thank you. All right. Good night. See you tomorrow. Okay. Come on. Okay. See you later. Right. Okay. Excuse me. Here's some mosquitoes. Look right here. All that Cheeto stuff on there. Here we see mosquitoes, and he called them all kinds of stuff. The gnats. It's like, I see it. Because I have. Fruit in some places. So they instead of here in the bag to keep the nets off of it. Don't want to take it. Wait, let me happens. So cover it up there. Something like that to fly around, but he'll see it. And that's a net. They call it a bumblebee net. Ant. What else is it? Bumblebee net. Tell mommy. What is it? Huh? What? Go to sleep. Go to bed. So, That's a cute thought. She said connected instead of collected. There we go. So now I did take myself back. And this is music or something. God bless you all. I hope I said something to what was the name of this? Oh, hello, Mr. Williams. Hello. I'm gonna actually do your heart here. Thank you. But yeah, and it says, I don't see. Remember my glasses are jacked up. I think they jacked them up because I question grateful existence. I'm grateful. Thank you, God. So, if I were to ask, were to be asked, I would have some work to do because those two parties, I think we just need a global party too. What would we call it? Global candidate. Yeah, I doubt it. Somebody that's looking out for all the people. Because nobody deserves to be homeless, hungry. You know, that's God's job to punish and to direct and correct people. All this other stuff, demonizing a group of people. Whew, too much. Can we all just get along? Until next time. That's why I had to take this. I had a mouse. They tossed all this stuff out. I had everything. Alright, I'm still here. Okay.